I cannot believe I am in episode 3 of my brand new podcast, Monetize Your Influence. I cannot believe that we are in episode 3. So if you've been here from the beginning, I just want to tell you thank you, thank you, thank you for being here and staying with us and believing in me, believing in the community, because my vision is for every woman to become financially stable so she can live peaceful, powerful, and plentiful. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things to talk about, your freedom lifestyle. The word freedom. So sit back, relax, and we're going to get into it right now where we talk about freedom. What does freedom look like, especially when tomorrow is Thanksgiving and we are getting ready to be in 2025? How is that looking for you? And I want to really touch on what freedom is for me. So, and guess what? I just realized that my laptop is going dead and I need to charge it. So give me 2 minutes. Let me charge this laptop. 1 second. I'm back. I'm back. That fast. Yeah, I am back. I am. That's how fast it was to charge a laptop. I told you I was going to be giving to you real. You didn't believe me over here. So, yes. So we're going to be talking about in this episode about freedom, creating a freedom lifestyle around your business. And how do we do that, Sherri? Yeah, that sounds good, but how do we do it? Like, what does that look like for you? I literally almost got shut down on my computer. I pressed the wrong button. Thank God it came back up. I was like, what? But what does it look like for you to have a freedom lifestyle business? That's what we're going to get into. So yeah, let's go. The reason why I brought this on is when I was in this space of trying to figure out my next. I was trying to figure out what will my next business look like. This was right after we had a sold out event in August, and it's normally September is my vacation time, so I took some time in September to kind of reflect on my business to see if I like my business, if I like where my business was going, and was it good for me. And the answer to that question was, I love my business. I really do. But I have to make a confession. This is my confession. Having a business, a high ticket business, was super demanding. Super demanding. And the demands of a high ticket business was it was so demanding. When you're selling something for high ticket, you in my opinion, I want my clients to experience the luxury of having high ticket. And as you know, if you're in our space, we visited Jamaica, we've been to Atlanta, we've been to this restaurant where it's a revolving I mean, my clients get the best of the best. They live that it life, right? As a high ticket, and they should, because they pay more. So when I decided to switch over to high ticket, and for me, high ticket is when we're talking anything past 10 and beyond. That's my opinion of high ticket. My opinion. I'm sticking with it. But having that sometimes can be demanding, making sure everything is in place, making sure it can be a lot. So I asked myself, that high ticket demand a lot. So I went to ask myself, do I love it? I enjoy teaching. I just didn't enjoy what the high ticket comes with. So I said to myself, I started reading about how could I make and then here's another thing, like once I was shut down of my business would stop. So if I stop selling physically, then my business will stop. If I'm sitting at home and someone say, hey, they want to work with me, I had to run to my desk, send out an email, and then go back to doing whatever I was doing. So in my head, something needed to change, because if I want to really make passive income, I need to learn how to make income without me physically being present all the time. My value can be present, but how do I get my business around the concept of having passive income? I've already proved that I can make money. I already proved that. And I think what happened is when you're first getting this business, the first goal is to say, can you make six figures? That's your first goal. But I've already passed making six figures already so many times over. So I wasn't trying to prove to myself, can I make six figures? I already done that. So my next thing I wanted to prove to myself is the next milestone, right? My main milestone is 15 million. But if I'm going to scale to 2, 3, or 5 million, I had to ask myself, how do I want my business model to set up? So when I scale to the 5 or 6 or 15 million, that I'm doing it in a way that doesn't burn myself out at my age and being a wife and being a mom. So because I'm a mom and we're very active, we are. This is a soccer house, so that's what I want to look like. And now I know there's a lot of beginners that listen to me. A lot of people are finding their courage through me to step out. So I have to caution some things that I say. This amount of money that I'm telling you that I make didn't happen overnight. So compared to what the gurus are telling you. So the ones who are just starting out and you're listening to me, you're listening to under the sound of my voice, I just want to let you know that your first goal is to make your six figures. This is why we teach women how to scale to six figures and beyond without sacrificing their family time. That's why I teach that. So, because once you do that, you're now like, okay, I did that. What do I need to do next? Right? So we're out here chasing, like, just testing ourselves and then say, okay, we good. And that's where I was like, okay, we good. So what do I need to do next? And the next thing I chose is, and I'm telling you this because I was on the verge of doing what I'm doing now. And in the space of me trying to do that, life got in the way, and I would just enjoy six figures. I enjoy high ticket, so I just kind of stick with the high ticket. The clients people are, their mindset is a little different when you're thinking higher ticket. So maybe if I had stayed on the path of what I'm doing now, I probably would have still achieved the same goal, but I just wanted to get there faster, and I did, and I enjoy every moment of it. But at my age and where I am at right now, I am now shifting to creating a business that is 80% to 90% monetized, and is automated, 80 to 90% automated. And if I could tell my old self anything, I would tell my old self to learn automation now, and create a business model where your business is automated. What does automated mean? Automated means what I just said. You don't have to run back to your desk to send out an email because you don't have automation set up, right? Every time a new lead come into your pipeline, you don't have to be the one physically picking up the phone and calling them. You have text message and email in place to reach out to them, to tell them that they can to touch them and tell them what the process of working with you looks like. And if someone want to talk with you on Instagram, that's automated as well, and all that jazz. So I really want to get into the part, and the most important thing is delivering off your package. So when you have something, when you sell your digital product and you deliver your digital product, it's automated for you, right? You don't have to fight with it. You don't have to argue with it. It's automated for you. So it's automated for you. You don't have to run and say, let me send you the link. Hold on, let me find the link. And you're trying to wiggle in for the link. Everything is automated, set up. Now, does automation go down? Yes. Of course, it's being ran by a human being. Yes. But compared to your sanity and your energy, I'm okay with tweaking little things that need automation, need help. And we have someone on our team that help us with that as well. So knowing this, I went out and I said, if this is what my business model look like, I know that there's somebody out there today that has that jacked up business model as well. That has something where they're just tired. They are. One of my clients, she was getting leads at Walmart because she was in Medicare. So when she gets somebody, she was like, "Yeah, I'm. When they come in the pipeline, I'm reaching out to them." And I'm like, "How many are you reaching out to?" And we're talking about like 20, 30 people. You physically calling them, text. I'm like, oh my goodness, that got to be exhausting. That has to be exhausting. So I told her that my challenge for her for 2025 is to set up automation. And I don't want to hear is to tech savvy, because I hear that all the time. Oh my gosh. It's not that I don't do automation, Sherri. I'm not tech savvy. I'm not a techie person. And guess what? I'm not either. I'm an educator, not a techie person. I'm a business coach. I'm not a techie person either. However, I know that I don't want to learn everything in automation. I just want to learn a few things. Can I send out 5 emails automated? Can I set up the system, send out 5 emails so I can rinse and repeat the process? If I know how to do that, that's a win for me. So when I thought about it, I said, oh, if I'm going through this and changing my business model to go 80 to 90% automated where I can make more passive income, I know that more people out there right now that want to do the same thing. They want to do the same thing. So I did a survey, and I hope you're taking notes. I'm literally, when I come on this door, is literally giving y'all the masterclass. So I did a survey. And on that survey, I literally asked the question, how many people are tired of sending out the emails automated? Tell me if I created a masterclass that will help you do this. And they're like, yeah. At first it was like 2, and I went back and looked at it, and I'm like, oh crap, where did all these extra 12 people came from, and so on. So that's how our 3-day systemization to automation challenge occurred. So our 3-day systemization method, this is a challenge that we are having based on when you're listening to this, December 10th through the 12th in 2024. And the purpose of that is just to automate your business. And if you're catching this after that time, that's okay, because you can literally go in my show notes or go in my Instagram, and you'll be able to comment the word automate on any of my Instagram posts and get that link. Or you can just, again, DM me and get the link. So you get the replay of that link. But automation is, if we're really talking about time, if we're really talking about freedom and having a time and freedom lifestyle, the secret behind how people are making these passive income is because having the business automated. There's one lady I know that on her team is 3 people, herself, her sister, and I think one more person. I think her camera guy or something. Everything else is done for her. Is she's paying for automation. And she has a $5 million business with just automation. This is the world we live in, people. This is the world we live in, that you can learn a skill that teach you how to be present when you're not. And when you learn that skill, people are ready to buy from you and feel connected. And your brain is humanized because you're getting something from you that they know that you put together that can help them. And if that's something that you're ready to learn, if you're ready to set that up, if you're ready to learn this simplified way, keyword, to setting this up, I want you to join us on our 3-day systemization method to setting up your own automation. And I also want you to imagine waking up to warm leads inside of your email, right? Imagine waking up to people coming on your calendar because of you setting up automation beforehand. I want you to just imagine that. I want you to imagine to a ding on your cell phone because someone just bought your course and you heard that ding go off. There's nothing more beautiful than that ding. Trust me. all because you took the time to set up your automation. Now, I hear people say set it and forget it. I don't think there's anything like that, but to each his own. But if before we leave 2024, if you're looking for your calendar, if you're looking like, what is my calendar going to look like in 2024, you have to make sure automation is on there. You have to make sure that you create an automated business. Automation is on there. Now, there are 3 things that we're going to go over inside of the challenge. And one of them is how to captivate your audience to get them to even be automated. Can't automate people that you can't even grab their attention. And number 2, when you do captivate their attention, how do I move them to a place I can cultivate them and automate it where I don't have to be the one reaching out to them all the time? And number 3, most powerful, now that they're paying attention to me, how do I convert them into a sale? So captivate, cultivate, and convert. All right. I'm excited. I'm excited for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So that's why I decided to do my podcast early so I can have time with family. And I hope you are taking the time that you need. And guess what? I can recall Thanksgiving Day 2019, I kept running back to my desk to send out the link for someone to purchase something I was selling because I did not have automation. But we are about to change that. Fast forward 2025. Not only I have automation set up, but I'm teaching the automation of how I have it set up and how I am able to run this business that I have right now. All right. Okay. So the link to our 3-day systemization is going to be in the show notes. It's going to definitely be there. So make sure you grab that. And if you could do me a good flavor, if you do me a favor, could you drop a review of our podcast so far? I'm loving it. So go ahead. I just want to get a feel of what I'm doing. How I want you to be honest so I can make sure that I move on and improve and have there's a new podcast for you every week. So, or two podcasts. And I'm just excited to spend time with family. And I'm able to spend time with family because everything is automated. All right. So talk to you later. Have a good one. And happy holidays to you. Happy Thanksgiving.